the first stage production, Nix Voltare's Termination here, but I wasn't expecting to do any of a real update video on this because I figured like we're gonna give them like a couple of months to regain their control of this decision, and then their company will come up with rules about what they're allowed to say about the situation or anything before they're allowed to say what really happened or like what they think happened or whatever. But for some reason, information has come to life a little bit over here, and it has to do with Xander coming out and saying something along with Razor. And when I looked at their videos about like, there's a bunch of clips about it, and then like, I know this one. There's like an 8-minute clip about Xander talking about it, and then Razor a little bit more. But I felt like there was nothing really concrete about it, if I'm being totally honest with you. Like, listen, when I first saw the clips and everything, first of all, I knew it was too early. I felt like the company did not tell them, like, what they're allowed to say and what they're not allowed to say, or they just wanted to speak from the heart. So I couldn't tell, like, which is coming out. But I know, like, I had to, like, wait, like, a couple of months before, like, anyone's gonna talk about it or anything, so. But apparently they decided to, like, plop this down a little bit earlier than usual. So I watched their video, their little, like, clips and videos, and I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed. Starting off with Xander Netherbrand, I'm a little bit shocked of what he said, because it was nothing. Like, he said he was going to make a little bit of a statement, and the statement is that he just hang back and said, like, I cared about him, and that was about it. Like, nothing really, like, concrete a little bit. Like, there was nothing other than that. He was like, there was only so much I could do. I had to think about the management and his own company. Which is completely understandable and everything, but I was kind of hoping for something more, like, you know, I kind of felt like it was like a situation where, like, from the Amazing Digital Circus, where it's like, hey, you want to come over to Kaufmo's funeral, and then, like, Jax, like, walks away, like, secretly not caring for him, but deep down he really does. He just doesn't want to make, like, feel a human emotion kind of a thing. I kind of felt like I was getting that vibe from Xander a little bit here. And he tried to, like, cover it up with, like, he'll do anything for his own, like, branding and stuff. So I was just like, okay, so I mean, like, I don't know if that was it, or, like, the company just, like, quickly got to him and said, like, hey, just don't be, like, too revealing, just say, like, you were, like, friends or something, or, like, this is actually him speaking, like, not from the company's point of view, but him speaking about it. Because, like, I did say in my last video, they were, like, the company was just, like, you need to cut him off, you can't talk to him or anything, and don't, like, mention him or anything. I did say about that. And then when I saw the 2 videos, I was just like, oh, they actually are going to give us something actually here. Because that's what I was, that was the whole thing. I was just like, they told him not to say anything, and then all of a sudden, a couple, like 6 or 5 days later, they're going to say something, and I was just like, we might get something good actually out of this. But I don't know for sure at the moment right now. I'm not sure at the moment. So I read Xander. He was just like, he was there for him, but then, like, he wasn't really giving us anything else, and I don't know if there was anything, but, like, all I can say is, like, he's worried about his own company from what I've read, and, like, he's so sad to see one of his members goes, and that's about it from him, and I was a little bit disappointed because I was hoping for something concrete. Obviously, we didn't get that. So then, we make a 180, and then we go to Rizar. And I was just like, woo, this kid, like, seriously, like, even though, again, it wasn't as big of information, but I felt like it was a lot better than freaking Xander, whatever, Xander, whatever his name was. I felt like he was a little bit better on it, and, like, he was really more open to his community about this, because, like, he told his side of the story where, like, he stayed there a long while with him. Like, he was supposed to go, but he stayed with his own money. He stayed in Japan with him. So I was just like, oh, wow. He took more of an assertive role and actually really, like, wanting to make sure he was okay. And I think it was about 2 weeks he stayed there, an extra 2 weeks. Which, like, I felt like, seeing how this is playing out, I figured the company was like, oh, shit, well, look at Razor over here. We can't have him, like, missing 2 weeks or something. But turns out things were all right, and like I don't think he got any trouble or anything. I feel like if the company were to get involved in this, I think it would make them look like even more idiots. So I think they just let him have the 2 weeks or something. But anyway, I watched his like clips and videos and stuff, and I was really interested because like he really stayed back for his friends, and like he was like trying to change his mind, like get on the plane, come on, like we work so hard for this 3D stuff, and you care about your community and stuff and your mental health, and like Razor was there, like he was the dog that would never leave him alone. He was the goofball that tried to cheer him up and stuff, and I was just like, come on, come on. He was like trying to be that supportive friend or anything. And like he got really upset when he didn't get on the plane. And I was just like, yeah. And I was just like, he did the best he could. And I was just like, you did more and beyond than what anyone else did, to be honest, basically from what I've seen. So I was just like very, very interested. It was very interesting and everything. And I was just like, yes. And I felt like he did a lot more, and then he went back on how, like, he's really appreciative of his own community and how, like, he was a troubled kid back then, and, like, this company really changed him and everything and really made him a good person. So I felt like him was more sincere, more like, hits back at home a little bit and everything, because, like, he's telling, like, stories that, like, normally I would take a break and it would risk my company here, but it was because of my family, because the family, he was worried that his family was going to abandon him, but this family did not, so he felt like he needed to take care of them, even when he was sick or something. And let me tell you, that pulled some heartstrings on my own, because I kind of felt like a little situation similar to him there, so that pulled a little bit of my heartstring. But because I was just ready, because I was just ready for like the members just to start like saying like whatever the company scripted. But I could just at least tell from Razor, maybe a little bit from the Netherbringers, like they were being a lot sincere about this. So, but like I said, like there wasn't really much update on what really like any more information came out or anything. And then like I know there was like someone like a translator for like Nix when he was going through that emotional time right now. Basically, like she just basically did her own transcript of what the video meant and everything because he was so emotional. And like I said, like the bigger thing is that the bigger I don't even know why I clicked the space button on that, but the bigger reason is because he had a plane phobia, he was going through mental health issues, and then I don't know if something with his 3D model, I don't know, like I think he was first up or something before Razor, and like had to cancel that. And then Nix was like really like I at least want to do like the meet and greet and like the concert before you kicked me out, and then like the company couldn't like prevent it. The company didn't do his like last wishes or something. So, and it was very struggling. It was very struggling for him. So, and at least like I can at least confidently say that Razor will be the person there to help his gen mates, his GEN mates. I will say that. So, this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. But like I said, I didn't really have much update concerning Nick as much as I thought I would. But I figure I might as well make a second video about this because, like, there's something rather than nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe in March and April, maybe someone from the company want to speak up or something. I'm not sure. I at least went to these two because at least, like, I know these two very well from their own, like, world, and, like, I know them very by heart, so I can tell about a bunch of things, so, and like I said, like, I know, like, Razor, I know Zanny, I know a couple other people, I didn't see anything else from it, so, anyway, so, that's basically it, what I wanted to talk about, like, not much really was popping off here, so, and I only know it was only, like, a 9-minute video here, but, like, hey, I just want to say, like, the situation is very sad. I think that there could have been better, I understand, this is a company, this is a corporation, this is a business, I understand that, but at the same time, it's, like, you need to, like, give him the line or something, like, give him, like an understanding of it and everything, but, yeah, so, sad situation. I don't know if there's going to be another update on this or not, but if there is, it'll likely be a couple months to get their story straight or something, or if anything's going to pop up. I will be looking into it. As you can tell right now, I'm still updating a couple things on my side of the things on my taskbar, which is like, it's been overnight, so I don't know. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for listening, and I'll probably post this on my YouTube, because I still have to update the other YouTube shorts on my reaction channel. So anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys in the next video / stream / whatever.